hold on here. This is my rant here. I'm just getting to it. So
I didn't want to get in the way of that.
This is the controversial play here, right? So they get a free kick here. If we jump to 206 in the. Oh no! So this is it's a little further. I think it's 206, and this was the goal that was disallowed. Zimmerman came in and.
Oh, I was asking about the second penalty, but yeah, okay, let's get to this one.
Yeah, we can go back there. We can talk about it. So this is this was the controversial one, at least on the Twitter handle, Dave. I kind of got called people out. It was going back and forth with, was it Felipe Cardenas on our Twitter handle?
Yeah, okay.
Well, because first off, he just said that the linesman was shambolic, which I disagree with for the first reason, which the linesman on this should have put his flag up, because there is a very clear pick, in my opinion, on the play where the guy does a hip check against one of our players just before the ball is kicked. He's coming from an offside position as he does it, so you can see in the frame here, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's starting offsides.
Offsides.
If you're not watching on YouTube, it's a free kick on the right side of the box, outside, 10 yards outside the box. We have our classic zonal marking with everybody spaced 2 by 2 apart, like Legos or Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
and the Nashville player is standing 2 yards or a yard offside.
So if you hit play and pause again, you'll see the player basically do a hip check on the guy here. So as it goes, he kind of uses his advantage of being an offside to just throw his hip into a guy and kind of throw him off. Again, pretty soft. I don't know that did anything to prevent a player from getting to Walker Zimmerman, but it was clearly intentional in terms of what he was doing there. Agree. I probably wouldn't even have called it a foul, but
I'm surprised by you, Mikey Dobbs.
I know.
Because usually you're like, oh, come on, this is football. These are grown-ups.
Yeah.
And that's not a freaking call, right? Nobody gets, no blood, no foul.
I'm with you. Okay. I think if you're going to call it a foul, call it a foul. But then I'm like, okay, well, why is it, like everyone else, why is the linesman throwing his flag up in an offside still position, right?
Yeah, why?
He wasn't shaking it. And that kind of led to some research for me. And
okay.
So I end up on Law 11 of the FIFA rules, right?
Oh, do tell. What is Law 11?
It just talks about all the ways you can be offside, and we'll get to that in a minute. But one of the things you can do to be offside is coming back from an offside position, interfering or bumping a player as you come back from an offside position, which is basically what that is, except technically he's not offsides, right? Because when the ball is finally kicked, he was actually back in an onside position when he was hip checking him. It was pretty clear. That was definitely the case when his foot was hitting the ball. But then I go to if you go to the rules there, Carmen, on one of the other tabs. So
we have the rule, people.
I have the rules. And so
let's get technical.
I felt good. I was like, well, is there a case where maybe this should have been called offside and the linesman's right and we have an intelligent MLS referee? So I'm reading through, and if you scroll down here,
did
Carmen,
you just use intelligent and MLS referee in the same sentence?
It's oxymoron. And we go down. And if you keep going, I'm like, oh, okay, got to find it here. And I think it's right there.
Oh, so it's at the very end of
the top bullet here. I'm like, I know I'm in Law 11. A player moving from or standing in an offside position is in the way of an opponent and interferes with the movement of the opponent towards the ball and is in an offside. It's an offside offense, right? If he impacts the ability of a player to basically make play. And then what I missed is then I thought it was emphasizing this is Law 12. But in fact, I'm no longer on. This isn't Law 12, which I thought it was self-referencing.
Law 12 probably comes after Law 11.
I know, but this is not. This page that I'm reading, right, is Law 11, right? So I thought it was self-referencing. I'm like, Philippe's wrong, so I kind of went after him. And
okay.
So Philippe and Mike, who's the other Twitter guy, I can man up and say I'm wrong. Matt Knoop, on the other hand, who was arguing with this on, I'm not apologizing to you, but anyway.
Sorry, Matt.
But the interesting thing, and so this is considered a foul or misconduct.
Wow.
Yeah, under Law 12. So
we've reached the end of the internet. Law 11 of the game, FIFA.
I mean, the fact y'all are doing research.
I know.
Yeah, what's come of this podcast? Oh my goodness.
But no, I do find it weird though, right? So if you're coming back from a play and you set a pick, right?
Yep.
And you're setting a pick just as you get back into an onside position, or you're doing it in an offside position, which I can only imagine you're like hip checking him while you're behind the ball. That's considered offside.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh no, in that one, no, it's saying that it's law 12, so it's that is still a foul, and that's where I was getting confused. Anyway,
Okay.